Are you living on a fixed income? What do you think that means? Being on a fixed income doesn't have to be a bad thing. You can be making money every month. You could be on a salary, a salaried worker making good money every month. That could be a fixed income. It's a certain amount of money you get every month. Whether you're on Social Security, retirement benefits, disability, SSI, it doesn't matter. If that income does not change every month, you're on a fixed income. So don't look at it as a bad thing. Let's look at it as something that we can make a wonderful thing. So the poverty level for 2025 is $15,650 a year. That's what the poverty level is for 2025. I am above the poverty level. Thank you. But a lot of people aren't above the poverty level. So when you are living off of a fixed income, there are so many things that you should know about so you can stretch your money every month. So it doesn't have to be a bad thing. Like I say, you can make it a wonderful thing. Even with a fixed income, you can still have savings. People, for some reason, think because you're on a fixed income, you don't get to save any money. If you budget correctly, you can save money. If you put your money in the correct place and let it grow, you can have you a nice little nest egg or whatever you want to call it. But there are things when you're on a fixed income, whether you're working every day or whether you're getting Social Security or any other thing, that the payments that you receive every month are the same. So this is where your budget comes in. So every month you have fixed expenses. Those can be your rent, food costs. I won't say so much electricity and gas because they vary. So they're not so much of a fixed expense. But you can budget those and create a savings even with that. But you have to really be smart with what you're doing as far as how you're spending your money. That's a fixed income. So you have to start thinking differently from when you could maybe work overtime and make a little extra money to splurge or whatever. But if you've got habits, smoking, drinking, other things that cost money that you don't need to be allocating out, you may have a problem holding on to a budget or holding on to money, or you may end up just getting lost in the shuffle. So what you do every month, you add up what it is that you need to spend money on. And those can be rent, food, gas for your car. You may even have a car note, and things like that. And you add those up every month to see what your expenses are. And so then that's where your budget comes in. You decide how much you can, spend. But you also want to save a little. Even $5 a month adds up. So don't think you can't save. You can save if you budget correctly on a fixed income. And a lot of people, like I say, when you say the word fixed income, oh, they're so poor. Oh, they don't have any money. Like I say, you can be on a fixed income even if you're a millionaire. But then you have to have your millionaire budget. You can't just spend money like it's infinite and you have no limit on it. There is a cap. Like I say, with being on a fixed income, you're cutting waste, not joy. You find things that you like to do that may not cost much. You find friends and get into groups and things like that with like-minded people, and you enjoy your life. You continue to enjoy your life. And now when you have those special things that you want to save up for, you put money aside for that. Say you want to take a trip. So along with whatever money you're putting aside for saving, you make you a nice little I want to say bucket list. You make you a nice little jar or a container for saving money for that special trip. Whatever it is, and you put money towards it when you think about it, but you have to plan. That's the one thing with living on a fixed income. You do have to plan. But when you hear somebody say, I live on a fixed income, that does not mean you're poor. That does not mean you don't have any money. It just means you are budgeting, or you're limited on what amounts you can spend money on. Everybody pretty much is on a fixed income. Like I say, unless you have an income that fluctuates, and 1 month you have amount of money and another month you have a different amount of money, that's not a fixed income. But a lot of people, especially people on salary workers, they have a fixed income and they get paid once a month, and they have to budget that money. They may be getting a lot of money, but they still have to budget with it. You can't take that one paycheck and just blow it, and then you go, oh, I forgot to pay my rent. Oh, I forgot my car note. Oh, my insurance. You have to budget on that. So I have just heard so many people, talking about being on a fixed income like it's a bad thing. It's not. It's really not a bad thing. But you do have to be mindful of things that you are doing when you are living on a fixed income. But that's with anybody. You think about it. Anybody who's working can be on a fixed income if they only work so many hours every 2 weeks or every week and get paid a certain amount of money. That's a fixed income, but they're working, right? So it's not a bad thing. Like I say, you just have to monitor your expenses and make sure that what you are bringing in is not less than what's going out, because that would make you have a deficit every month, and then you wouldn't be able to save, you wouldn't be able to do things. And that's why it's so important to not let being on a fixed income stop you from living your life. I mean, if you want to go out to dinner maybe a couple times a month, you prepare for that. And you may not save as much money this month because you want to go out to dinner, or you want to go to a concert or a play or a trip or a vacation. You may not be able to save as much money this month because you want to do something that's out of the ordinary, that's not within your budget. So make sure you don't have any subscriptions that you don't need. Check and make sure you don't have money going into something that's unnecessary. Because I'm on a fixed income. And one thing I have found out that really works for me is having auto pay. I've set it up where my bills are connected with my Social Security, so that every month when I get my Social Security, my automatic payments come out. Rent, utilities, internet, phone, life insurance. Auto pay is a lifesaver for me because I don't have to think about it. It just comes out and I'll look and go, and I'm like, oh, my bill's paid. And which has scared me a couple of times, where I looked at my bank account and I'll go, whoa, what's going on there? And I'll look, I'm like, oh, I have forgot what day it was or whatever when they took out my payment for something. But just remember, being on a fixed income does not make you less than anybody else. It does not make you different from anybody else. It's the same. It's just you may not have extra money every month, but you have enough money every month. So you don't let that deter you. You don't let that deter you from doing what it is that makes you happy. We are given this one life, and we need to do what's best for us in that life. So I hope this video has brought you some information that maybe you didn't know, because doing my little research, I did not know what the poverty level was for 2025, and it is $15,650 for poverty level, which made me happy to know that I was not living at the poverty level. So I want to thank you guys for watching. I want to thank you guys for subscribing. And if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and we'll welcome you into our community, because this is a wonderful place to be. All right, you guys take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next video, okay? Love you. Bye. Mwah.